6 showing on that first quarter clock. Meridian with the basketball and Nelson. Nelson top of the key. Nelson wants to get rid of it. Up top to Hart. Hart looking underneath. They go to Moore, and once again Moore has it knocked away, but this time a foul called. They're actually going to call it offensively on Meridian against Mia Moore. So Mia Moore gets the offensive foul against her. She had lost that ball, but in trying to get it back, commits the foul for Meridian. Etienne will bring it down for Southwest. 8:39 clock running here in the opening quarter. Bears feed it to Miles. Miles goes to Tangle with it. Tangle bounces around, shoots the long two. I think it's a long two. No, they called a three. They say a three, not a long two for Sydney Tangle. That makes it a 3-0 game. She put her hands in the air. Is that a two or a three? It's a three. 3-ball good. Basketball in the corner. Now a 3-ball from Meridian on the other end from Sims, and that's good. So Sims comes right back, ties it at 3 apiece. Tied at 3, working on the other end is Southwest. That will be stolen away by Moore. Here comes Meridian down the floor in a hurry with Sims. Sims down in the lane, bounces around, goes out to Moore, and we will have a two. They're going to erase the Southwest 3, call it a 2. So it's 3-2. They take the 3 off the board for Southwest. The change of possession happened on the double dribble by Meridian down on the other end. Bears with the basketball. Here's a 3-ball. This time it's good by Tangle. Tangle said she was getting a 3 regardless. That makes it a 5-3 game. Tangle denied her 3 last time down, got the 3 this time. Here comes Meridian working down the floor with Nelson. Nelson, top of the key with it, loses it, and she was heading for Hart. They lost the ball there, and the basketball will go back to the Bears with 7:22 showing in the first quarter clock. Bears will get it into Etienne. She'll bring it down the floor. Bears lead 5-3, 7:18 to play here, opening quarter of the basketball game. Into the hands of Owens. Owens with the basketball goes to Miles. Miles wants to shoot a 3. That one goes off the front of the rim and won't fall for her. Here we go back on the other end for Meridian. Meridian working it down beyond the timeline. 6:59 showing on the clock. It's a 5-3 basketball game. Back on this side is Nelson. Nelson gives it back out to Sims. Sims fires a 3. Bears stay off that one, and they'll get the basketball back. McGee initially went after the ball, but then stopped back off of it, and Bears able to get this one. Tangle with the basketball to Miles. Miles up top with it. She works down in the lane. One-hander put up, won't go. Mia Moore grabs the rebound. Here comes Meridian down the floor on the other end. That long distance pass cut off by the Bears. Owens put her hands on it to Etienne. Here comes Michaela. Her shot put up, won't go. Rebounded by the Bears and put in by McGee. McGee puts that one in, makes it a 7-3 game now in favor of the Southwest Lady Bears. Basketball belongs to Meridian. Meridian working it with Smith. With Waters. Waters touches it for a moment, gives it to Nelson. Nelson shot put up, it won't go. Nice job by the Bears. They clear the rebound with Miles. Miles gives it to Etienne. Here we go on the other end. Michaela goes towards the hoop. Shot put in, denied, but Owens grabs the rebound, and now jump ball called as Moore got in there and forced the jump ball. Nope, we got a foul. It's Mia Moore's foul. No jump ball. Instead, a foul against Mia Moore. So she picks up her second foul of this basketball game, and Moore going to go to the Meridian bench. Bears will inbound it underneath their own goal. They'll get a fresh 20 on the shot clock. Tangle fires the 3-ball. Put up, won't go. Here's Meridian with the rebound. They come this way in a hurry with Sims. Sims feeds it down in the corner. Shot put up, won't go, off the hands of Nelson, but Meridian able to grab the rebound. 5.5 to play in the opening quarter. 7-3 game in favor of the Bears. Now it's put up again. This time bounces off. No good for Sims. Sims had a second effort. Couldn't get that one to go either. Here come the Lady Bears. Etienne with the basketball. Working down this floor. Brings it across the timeline. Etienne, top of the key. Working down in the lane. Goes back across the floor. 3-ball put up, won't go. That one was put up by White, but wouldn't go for the Bears. Here comes on the other end, trying to get a wide open shot underneath, and they find Waters. They looked for Waters, and she was wide open underneath and got the biscuit to fall in the basket. 4:47 clock running, opening quarter. 4:43 to play here, opening quarter. Owens wants to get rid of it. There's White to help her out, and a foul called. Foul's on 23. That's White who picks up her first. That's the third against Meridian here in this opening quarter. Bears want to make a substitution. They will get Jerrion Owens out to get Jade Miles back in. Miles had taken a seat when White entered the basketball game, but now she's back in, and this time it's Jerrion Owens who will get the break. 4:34 to play, opening quarter. White with the basketball. White gives it back to McGee. McGee wants to fire a three this time. That one's put up, no good, and the ball ends up out of bounds and will belong with Meridian. 7-5 basketball game. We're in the opening quarter here at the Southwest Basketball Center, First Bank Court on a Thursday evening. It's women's basketball this time, Southwest and Meridian. Basketball flips around. Several folks touch it. Now they come back across the floor to Hart. She'll fire the 3-ball. Put up, no good. Rebound picked up, put in by Meridian. It's Thompson who picked up the rebound and put it in. Makes it a 7-7 game. 3:55 to play. McGee with the basketball for the Bears. McGee will feed Tangle. Tangle gives it to Etienne. Etienne down in the lane with it. Looks for some help. Here's Miles underneath, and now the ball is lost. Who will have it? They'll say the Bears will retain possession of the basketball. They'll get, let's see, that's Daisy Wansley in to replace Tangle. So Tangle gets a break, and Daisy Wansley will check in. They'll give that one to McGee. McGee working with 8 on the shot clock to White. White with the basketball, down to 4, down to 3, down to 2, down to 1. She got it off. Did it go? It did. It's a 3-ball. White flung it up at the last possible minute and got the 3 to fall. Bears by 3, 10-7. The Lady Bears lead it. Basketball in the hands of Nelson. Nelson wants to run it underneath to Thompson. Thompson lost it for a minute, got it back. Who was the last to touch it? They say it was off the Lady Bears. Miles got in there and kind of disrupted her flow a little bit and almost stole that one away. Bears will make another substitution. This time it's McGee who will get the break for Southwest. And Bears will have to play some defense here. Checking in, by the way, is Courtney Bradford, who's now in this basketball game for the Bears. White will bring it down for Southwest. White, of course, out of St. Martin and Biloxi, Mississippi. Brings it to the corner to Wansley. Wansley back into the hoop. She's in trouble, and she'll lose the basketball to Meridian. Here comes Meridian and Hart on the other end. Her shot put in, and she's fouled. Count the basket. The foul is on 24. Jade Miles, who picks up her first foul. Count the basket for Hart. She'll get her first basket of the game and a chance to tie it at the free throw line now for Hart. So Hart a chance to tie this basketball game from the free throw line with 2:42 to play. Shot up, shot no good. Basketball grabbed by Etienne. Here come the Bears on the offensive end. Etienne working it from the point. Etienne working down into the lane. She falls, and a foul called against Meridian. Meridian foul is on 12. Waters, who picks up her first. That's the 4th foul against Meridian. And with 2:31 to play, it's a 10-9 basketball game. Bears by 1 with 2.5 to play. White with the basketball. They'll inbound it to her for Southwest. They got the fresh 20 on the shot clock. White goes to the hoop. Shot partially blocked, and it's no good. Meridian clears the rebound. Here comes Meridian back on the other end. Jumper put up, won't fall for Nelson. Rebound picked up. It's out of bounds, and it will belong to Southwest. Tangle going to check back in as Etienne will get a break for the Bears. So Tangle back into the basketball game for Etienne. 2:13 to play. Basketball in the hands of Nelson. Back down in the lane. Nelson's this time her jumper's good. Nelson missed that shot a minute ago. Got it to fall this time. It's an 11-10 basketball game. 2 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. Bradford touches it to Wansley. Wansley with the basketball. Back to White. White top of the key goes back to Wansley. Wansley lost it. Here comes Meridian with Sims all by herself. She'll lay that one off the glass and good. Sims laid it off the glass good, and Meridian will lead it 13-10. The lead 3 now for Meridian. Bears have given up the lead. Meridian has taken it away with 1.5 to play here in the opening quarter. Bradford with the basketball for Southwest. Bradford out in no man's land. She'll give it off. Feeds it to Wansley. Wansley with it. Shot clock down to 10. Daisy working down in the lane, down to 7, down to 6, and she traveled with the ball. Wansley drew the triple team, and she just moved those feet too many times and travels with the basketball. Wansley and White will go out. Miles and Etienne will check back in for the Bears. 13-10, 1:13 to play, opening quarter here at the Southwest Basketball Center. A back and forth first quarter for sure. Meridian with the basketball. Here comes Sims down the floor. Sims will bring it across the timeline with just over a minute to play first quarter. Sims works into the corner to Harden. Harden works it back to her. Now her jump shot put up off the side of the rim won't go. Jade Miles clears that one for the Bears. Miles clears it for the Bears and will give it to Etienne. Etienne now, boy, she wants to go to Miles and she lost it, and they call a travel on Cowan who picked it up. Bears catch a break right there. Etienne lost it. Cowan picked it up. And Cowan, in the process of trying to secure the basketball, traveled with it. 48.7 now. Bears get it into Etienne. Etienne working at 45 seconds. 26 showing on the Bears shot clock. Etienne wants to go underneath. That one's tipped up in the air. Who comes down with it? Meridian. She threw it in towards a group of ladies, and they tipped it around, and Meridian comes out with the basketball. Here comes Meridian working on the floor now with Harden. They'll throw it around. Ends back up in the hands of Cowan. Cowan's 3-ball put up won't go. Bears last to touch that one. And Meridian with 18 seconds will have the shot clock turned off and a chance for the final shot of this first quarter. Meridian will inbound it quickly, and they put it in. They didn't want the last shot. Waters saw an opening. She took it. 15-10. Bears with the chance to get the last shot now. 8 seconds to play. Basketball in the hands of the Lady Bears with Etienne. Etienne goes into the corner to McGee. McGee shot put up won't go. Excuse me, that was Miles' shot put up wouldn't go. And we've ended the first quarter. 15-10. After 1 quarter of play, we'll step aside for 30 seconds. Back in 30 seconds. Lady Bear basketball is on WAZA and Bear TV. Well, Coach Brent Harris, Dr. Britta Stevens having an extended conversation with the Lady Bears as Meridian leads this one 15-10 after 1 quarter here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Don't forget the men of Southwest, they're in Meridian tonight. Coach Brian Bender's men, they are currently 5-1 on the season, 4-1 in South Division. Play their lone loss was the road trip they took to Hines. They've beaten Gulf Coast, Jones, East Central, and Colin on the season. They also beat East Mississippi. That was in out-of-South Division play last Saturday. We'll try to catch you up on that game as we, of course, continue the broadcast here this evening. 9:56, we're underway here in the second quarter. Southwest possession arrow showed their way. Underneath to McGee. McGee down in the lane, loses it. Meridian picks it up in the hands of Cowan. Cowan goes to the end and puts it in. Cowan gave it to Waters. Waters puts it in for the first basket of the second quarter. Makes it a 17-10 game. Etienne with the basketball. Flips it around to Tangle. Tangle gives it back to McGee up top. McGee with the basketball for the Bears. Goes down in the lane, and she will be fouled on the floor. Foul called against Thompson. Her picks up her first foul. So Thompson will pick up her first foul, and the Bears will inbound this one with 9:19 showing, 17-10 game. Bears inbound it quickly, put it into the hands of Jade Miles, and she gets the quick basket. Nice job, Jade Miles, to get the basket. 17-12. Meridian, though, going to answer with Hardin's three on the other end, and that one's good. 20-12, the Meridian lead. Bears back on the offensive end with McGee. McGee with the basketball goes to Tangle. Tangle working up top, now gives it back in the corner to Etienne. Etienne with the basketball. Working down in that corner, gives it back up to Miles. Miles wants to shoot the long three. That one put up, won't go. Who touched it last? They say it was Meridian who touched it last, and the Bears will get the basketball. Basketball will belong to the Bears. They will inbound it underneath their own goal. Etienne will go to Tangle. Tangle working, has her shot blocked by Meridian. It's loose on the floor, and they'll call a shot clock violation against the Bears. Got it blocked away from Tangle. It was on the floor, and the only person there to pick it up was a Meridian player. She didn't touch it, though, and the shot clock expired on the Bears. Basketball in the hands of Nelson. Nelson goes to the side, wants to give it off to Hardin. Hardin throws a three up, it won't go. Lady Bears with the basketball, down 20-12 here in the second quarter. They were down 15-10 after one. Bears work it to Owens up top. Owens gives it to McGee, and she'll be fouled. It's on Nelson, who picks up her first. That's the second of this second quarter against Meridian. So the basketball will go to the Bears. Bears will inbound it in front of the scorer's table. They'll give it to Etienne. Etienne will work with it, top of the key for Southwest. Etienne goes to Miles. Miles gives it back to her. Spin move underneath, puts it up, won't go for the Bears. Knocked away, loose on the floor, and it's Michaela Etienne who picks it away with 4 on the shot clock. Meridian going to steal it away. Ball's on the floor, and they'll say shot clock violation against Southwest. That was an all-out pursuit for the basketball that time, and the shot clock expired on Southwest for the second time here in the second quarter. Meridian will once again own the basketball. 20-12, 7:45 in the clock running. Ladies of Meridian with the ball. Comes down into this underneath, brings it back out into the hands of Nelson. Nelson will give it off to Hardin. Hardin's three ball put up, won't go. Here come the Bears back on the offensive end with White. White works it to McGee, and McGee, they knock it away from her out of bounds, and they'll say last touched by Meridian. Meridian the last to touch it, so after Meridian makes their substitutions, the Bears will have this basketball. 5-2, Meridian has outscored Southwest here in the second quarter. Bears Miles with the basketball, wants to go to McGee, and McGee's fouled. Foul, it's on Hart, who picks up her second foul. That is the third against Meridian here in the second quarter. Basketball will belong to the Bears. Bears will ask White to inbound it. White will inbound it in front of the Meridian bench on the other end. She'll inbound it to McGee. McGee double team, puts the jump shot up, won't go. Ball's loose on the floor, and finally the Bears claim it with McGee, who will go to Tangle. Tangle, the three ball, put up, won't go. Bears once again get the rebound. Bears got the rebound to McGee. McGee with the ball, 6:52 and the clock running. It's a 20-12 game. McGee goes to the hoop, underhanded, throws it up. That won't go, and Meridian this time clears the rebound. Meridian coming back to this other end, 6:39 clock running here, second quarter. 20-12, Meridian leads it on the Bears of Southwest. Basketball's in the hands of Thompson. Thompson gets it back out to Hart. Hart goes to the free throw line, puts one up on the jump shot, won't go. Tangle, the rebound for Southwest. Tangle will give it to White. White will cross the timeline with it. 6:15 and the clock running. Basketball in the hands of Jade Miles. Miles now working with it. Miles working down into the lane. She draws the double team, and her shot put up no good. Meridian, though, going to lose it out of bounds. And they'll say, nope, last touch by the Bears. They say the Bears the last to touch that one. And now timeout taken by Coach Brent Harris in Southwest. Coach Brent Harris takes a 30-second timeout on this Thursday night. Well, don't forget, every Tuesday night at 6 p.m., be sure to join us for Inside Southwest Athletics. It's your look at what's happening both on the field, the court, and off the field and court. It's Inside Southwest Athletics Tuesday night, 6 o'clock on Bear TV and all of the social media platforms of Southwest Mississippi Community College. Of course, the Bears in basketball action. Baseball and softball for the entirety of the weekend has been postponed with the inclement weather. The rain, of course, it started falling early this morning. And they're saying about a week's worth of either rain or possibly wintry weather. So baseball and softball all canceled for the weekend here on campus at Southwest. Out of the timeout, Meridian with the basketball. Sims will bring it down. Sims works it underneath now to number 20. Who was that? That's Cowan, who worked underneath there and got the basket. Cowan gets the basket, makes it 22-12. Jade Miles with the basketball. Miles will give it to Owens. Owens to Tangle up top with it. Sydney Tangle with the basketball. Goes to McGee. McGee wants to work towards the hoop. Her shot put up, won't go, but a foul called against Meridian. It's on Thompson, who picks up her second. That's the fourth against Meridian. In this second quarter, they lead 22-12 as the Bears go to the free throw line with McGee. So McGee to the free throw line for the Bears. First one up, and that one rolls off the rim, no good. First one wouldn't go for McGee. Here comes the second. That one good. McGee will make one of two from the free throw line. 22-13, 5:32 to play in this first half. Meridian will inbound the basketball. They'll bring it down the floor, leading 22-13 here on Southwest. We were 15-10 Meridian after the first quarter. Meridian works it down, puts it in the hands of Sims. Sims draws the double team, leaves Reed open. Reed passed on the jumper to give it off to Willis. Willis goes underneath. Her shot put up, won't go. Fight for the rebound. It's in the hands of Meridian. Stolen away, and now a jump ball going to be called as Jerrion Owens put her hands in there to force the jump ball. Coach Brent Harris working on that bench on the other side, telling his girls to play he wants as they work on the defensive end. The arrow was the way of Meridian. Meridian fires a three ball. That one in and good. Harden got herself another three. That's her second three of the second quarter. 25-13 the score. LadyBears with the basketball. They work it to Etienne. Etienne working in the lane for Southwest. Jumps it out to Owens. Owens gives it to Tangle. Tangle in the lane. Shot put up, won't go for Tangle. Rebound put up by Owens. That won't go. Now it's on the floor, and Sydney Tangle will have it to McGee. Tangle fought for the rebound, gave it to McGee. McGee feeds it to White. Shot clock in single digits at 7. And White going to be fouled by Meridian. Fouls on 15, Cowan. Cowan going to pick up her first. That'll be the 5th against Meridian, and that'll send the Bears to the free throw line. So White will go to the free throw line for the Bears to shoot a pair. First one up, and first one good. White makes the free throw. Makes it 25-14 now. Second free throw coming for White. That one up and good too. The White will make both free throws. Bears want to get a substitution. They want to get Aaliyah Carey in for Tangle. So Carey will check in for Tangle with 4:23 in a 25-15 game. Bears trying to cut it back into single digits, but they got to play defense here. Cowan with the basketball up top. Cowan, top of the screen with it. Cowan feeds it to Sims. Sims towards the hoop. Her shot off the backboard and good. Sims using the backboard to her advantage. That time got it to fall. 27-15 now. Bears and White with the basketball. White goes into the corner. Man-to-man formation for Meridian. They'll give it to Carey. Carey's 3-ball put up won't go. And they'll say the rebound fought for and will stay with the Bears. Bears on the rebound. Mia Moore and her 2 fouls going to check back in for Meridian. They will send Thompson back to the Meridian bench. Etienne will be tasked with, well, no, excuse me, that's not Etienne, that's White who was tasked with getting it in, and we got a foul called as the Bears inbounded it. Foul is on 23, Hart. They get Hart for the foul. McGee will go back to the free throw line. McGee's made 1 of 2 from the free throw line. She goes back there now here in the second quarter, drains the first. Boy, Bears need these free throws here. 27-16, second free throw good. McGee makes them both. 27-17, Bears put it back to a 10-point game at the free throw line. Here comes Meridian working with Sims. Sims gives it to Harden. Harden back to Sims in the corner. She'll fire the 3-ball. That one good. Sims 3 good in the corner. Makes it 30-17, and Coach Brent Harris wants to use a full timeout. He wants the full timeout. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Back in 30 seconds. Bear basketball on WAZA and Bear TV. Well, back here at the Southwest Basketball Center, the full timeout taken by Coach Brent Harris. He has used 2 of his 5 allotted timeouts here in this first half. Meridian with all 5 of theirs still to play with 3:26 to play here in the second quarter, and the Bears down 30-17 here at the Southwest Basketball Center to Meridian. Etienne will bring it down for Southwest. Etienne was working it to Owens. Owens missed it. It goes right into the hands of Meridian. 3-ball on the other end. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound by Cowan. Cowan gives it back out. Now they'll go underneath the Waters, and she'll put it in and good. Waters puts that one in and good. Makes it 32-17. Etienne with the basketball to Owens. Owens trying to give it back to her, and a foul called It's on Cowan, who picks up her second for Meridian. And the Bears will send Etienne to the free throw line. She's scoreless tonight for Southwest. She will go to the free throw line here in the second quarter. First one up, good. Etienne makes the first. Makes it 32-19. 32-18, I'm sorry, 32-18. Second free throw good, 32-19 now. 32-19. The lead for Meridian, 2:48 to play here. Meridian working with the basketball to Harden. Harden goes to Moore with it. Moore lost out top, goes to Sims, and a foul called. I think it's on the floor. We'll wait for the officials to confer. They'll see if the shot counts or not. That'll be the big question right now. The officials talk it over. Do you count the basket or not? That's the question on their minds. Now they'll come to the scorer's table. Sims is at the free throw line. They give it to Anaya White, number 3. And they say, don't count the basket. So they don't count the basket. They say the shot was on the floor. They give it to Harden. Harden working with it on the floor. She'll give it to Sims, and Sims will be fouled. Sims will pick up a foul from White. White's picked up her second. That's her second foul in the last 15 seconds. She'll check out. Sydney Tangle will check back in for the Bears. 2:34 to play. Meridian will inbound it. Into the lane goes Nelson. Her shot put up. It won't fall, but a foul called. The foul is on Aaliyah Carey for the Bears, and that'll put Meridian at the free throw line. Meridian and Nelson will go to the free throw line with 2.5 to play. Here's the free throw from Nelson. First one's up. That one rolls in good. Nelson makes the first, makes it 33-19. Nelson with a second free throw due. Second free throw up, second free throw bounces off, no good. Tangle with the clears it for the Bears to Etienne. Etienne bringing it down. Goes across the floor to Carey. Carey with the basketball back to Michaela. She works it up top now for the Bears. Goes back down mid-side with it to Carey. Carey's three ball up, and she's fouled behind the three-point line by Meridian. The foul is on Waters, who picks up her second. It's shooting 3. It'll be shooting 3 at the line for Southwest with Carey. First one up for Carey. That one good. Aaliyah gets on the scoreboard, makes it a 20-33 game. Second free throw coming for Carey. That one up. That one off the front of the rim. No good. She's got one more. Makes the first, misses the second. Now the third free throw due. Here's the third free throw. That one good for Carey. Carey makes 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 33-21, the Meridian lead. Bears trying to put some pressure with Carey. Lost it, but got it back was Nelson. Nelson will go to Sims. Sims back up top to Nelson with the basketball. 1:52 before halftime. Basketball now Harden. Throwing it around into Sims' hands. And now they go underneath, and boy, losing it will be Waters. Waters put her paws on it, but couldn't hang on to it. Waters lost it. Bears get it. At the end, will bring it down with 1:39 to play. Boy, Bears could use a basket. They will give it to Tangle. Tangle at the free throw line. Dribbles down underneath. Bounces it back out. Jump shot good. Tangle gets on the board here in the second quarter to close it to a 10-point game, 33-23, 1:20 to play. Bears with another basket could cut it to single digits, but Meridian's on the offensive end with Nelson. Nelson goes to the basket, puts it in. Nelson didn't waste any time. She went straight to the hoop. 35-23, 1:03 to play. Etienne with the basketball for the Bears. Goes to the corner, brings it out to Tangle. Tangle working it to Carey. Carey goes underneath, looks for Tangle and throws it out of bounds. She thought Tangle was behind her. Instead, Sydney had worked up in front of her, and that one goes out of bounds. 50.8 seconds to play. 35-23, the lead for Meridian here in the second quarter. Meridian will bring it down with Nelson. Nelson touches it for a moment, now to Moore. Moore's at the free throw line with it. Passes it to Sims. Sims streaking towards the goal, and she'll be fouled. It's on Shyla McGee, who picks up her first. That's the fourth against the Bears, but Sims will go to the free throw line now to shoot a pair. So Sims to the free throw line for Meridian. First one for Sims, up and good. Sims clears the first, makes it 36-23. Sims one more from the free throw line here in the second quarter. This one up and that one good too. Sims going to make both from the free throw line. 37-23, Meridian now going to steal it. Bears steal it back. Meridian stole it from the Bears. Bears steal it back. It's Tangle who will bring it down. 27 on the clock, 21 on the shot clock. Bears want to go to Etienne. Etienne towards the hoop. She'll pass it underneath, and traveling the call to McGee. They called traveling on McGee with 17.1. The Bears want to get Daisy Wansley back into this basketball game. Aaliyah Carey will check out for Southwest, so Wansley back in with 17.1 to play. Meridian picks up the basketball with 17 seconds to play. Nelson with the basketball, 12 down to 10. Nelson gives it back off to Waters, and Waters travels. Waters travels with the basketball. Bears will get it with 7.6 to play. Bears will pick it up with 7.6 to play. Want to make sure they got the right defense in. Now Tangle will be the person responsible for bringing it in for the Bears. Tangle right here in front of us will get it in. Gets it into Miles with 5 seconds. Miles lost it, and Meridian picks it back up with 2 with 1. Won't get that one off in time. The shot will not count even though it went in, and it's 37-23 in favor of Meridian here at the half. We'll come back, run the numbers on the first half of this one, and talk about it just a bit. But first, we'll step aside for a 2-minute break. Back in 2 minutes, Bear basketball right here on WAZA and Bear TV.
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life where students are determined to meet their goals. With our new and remodeled residence halls, you have the convenience of staying on campus or commuting. You can even take classes online. At Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience at a fraction of the cost of a four-year university. You belong here. Southwest Mississippi Community College classes start soon, so schedule an appointment today to get on track to a better you. Find us at www.smcc.edu.
This 2021 basketball season, for all home games at Southwest Mississippi Community College, here's our attendance policy. The home team will receive 40 tickets. Visiting teams will be allowed 15 tickets. There's also 30 tickets available for Southwest students on a first-come, first-served basis. Those are available at the Sports Information Office. There are 20 tickets that will be available for the general public. Those will be sold at the campus bookstore for $10 apiece. The Southwest Cheer Squad will receive 10 tickets. There will be no pep band or halftime performances, and all MACC, MHSAA, MAIS, and Southwest passes will be accepted. Anyone attending the games will be asked to wear a mask and try to maintain a 6-foot distance between groups. The teams, they'll be seated on the south side of our gymnasium, while all fans will be seated on the north side of the Southwest Basketball Center. And whether you're joining us in person or on Bear TV, go Bears!
Well, welcome back to the Southwest Basketball Center. As we get to the half, we see the score 37-23 in favor of Meridian. Let's take a look at the first half numbers of this basketball game. Here's how the first half numbers look. We'll start on the side of Meridian. Leading scorer for Meridian with 12 is Sims with 12 first half points. You look at the total scoring: 6 for Harden, 12 for Sims, 2 for Thompson, 5 for Nelson, 8 for Waters, 2 for Cowan, and 2 for Hart to give them their 37 points. Meridian was 15 of 20 shooting the basketball, 11 of 13 shooting the 2, 4 of 7 shooting the three-pointer was Meridian. For Southwest, leading scorer for the Bears got Sidney Tangle in the basketball game with 7 points. You look at the Bears scoring: Etienne with 2, White with 5, McGee with 5, Carey with 2, Tangle with 7, Jade Miles with 2 to give them their 23 points. Bears were 6 of 23 shooting the basketball. They were 4 of 11 shooting the 2, 2 of 12 shooting the 3 ball. Let's see, the largest, well, that's not right. The largest lead was not 29, so we're going to say that that was not right as it was put on the board here. Longest scoring streak was 10 in a row for Meridian. Longest scoring streak for the Bears was 4. The game has never been tied. We didn't have any lead changes in the basketball game. We were 15-10 in favor of Meridian after 1. Meridian outscores the Bears 22-13 in the second period to give a score of 37-23 here at the Southwest Basketball Center. That's a look at your first half numbers. Of course, the first half numbers here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Bears in the locker room right now. Had cut the lead at one point to 10, but is still working here in this second half. Have seen that 10-point lead evaporate. I'd seen that 10 turn into much bigger lead at times for Meridian. Let's step aside for 2 minutes. We'll come back, take a look at the scoreboard. Back in 2 minutes with the scoreboard. You're listening to Bear Basketball on WAZA. You're watching Bear Basketball on Bear TV.
This 2021 basketball season, for all home games at Southwest Mississippi Community College, here's our attendance policy. The home team will receive 40 tickets. Visiting teams will be allowed 15 tickets. There's also 30 tickets available for Southwest students on a first-come, first-served basis. Those are available at the Sports Information Office. There are 20 tickets that will be available for the general public. Those will be sold at the campus bookstore for $10 apiece. The Southwest Cheer Squad will receive 10 tickets. There will be no pep band or halftime performances, and all MACC, MHSAA, MAIS, and Southwest passes will be accepted. Anyone attending the games will be asked to wear a mask and try to maintain a 6-foot distance between groups. The teams, they'll be seated on the south side of our gymnasium, while all fans will be seated on the north side of the Southwest Basketball Center. And whether you're joining us in person or on Bear TV, go Bears!
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the barriers. One thing I can't say though is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
The ladies of Meridian leading Southwest. In the men's game, by the way, the men of Meridian beating Southwest 44-37. That's also a halftime score. You look at the scores we got here. Let's see, 44 in women's basketball. We see, well, let's go to men's basketball. Got a couple of scores to report there. Mississippi Delta is beating East Mississippi 42-28. It's Pearl River beating Mississippi Gulf Coast 39-25. In women's basketball, Holmes and Itawamba, it's Itawamba 39, Holmes 33. So those are the scores reporting right now. Also now we see in women's basketball, Colin, here's a good one for you in women's basketball. Colin leading Jones College 22-20. That game also at the half. So Colin 22, Jones 20 at the half. That's up in Wesson. Speaking of that game, Jones and Colin, the men's side of that has been canceled. It was a COVID outbreak at Jones. We understand that canceled that basketball game. Jones men and Colin men, they'll have to make that game up. Of course, there are several spots in that schedule to make those basketball games up. Bear women actually have two to make up already with Colin and East Central. Understand they're trying to work out the logistics of possibly getting those games made up maybe as quickly as next week. Dr. Britta Stevens told us women's basketball should have an announcement about those makeup games within the next few days or so. Of course, once we get that information, we'll pass it along to you here on WAZA 107.7 FM and, of course, also on Bear TV. Let's look at the scoreboard. Bear men and Bear women both losing, both with some work to do in the second half. The men down 44-37. The women down 37-23. We'll step aside for 2 minutes, come back, get you set for second half action. Back in 2 minutes for second half action. You're listening to Lady Bear Basketball on WAZA. You're watching Lady Bear Basketball on Bear TV. We'll return after a 2-minute break.
This 2021 basketball season, for all home games at Southwest Mississippi Community College, here's our attendance policy. The home team will receive 40 tickets. Visiting teams will be allowed 15 tickets. There's also 30 tickets available for Southwest students on a first-come, first-served basis. Those are available at the Sports Information Office. There are 20 tickets that will be available for the general public. Those will be sold at the campus bookstore for $10 a piece. The Southwest Cheer Squad will receive 10 tickets. There will be no pep band or halftime performances, and all MACC, MHSAA, MAIS, and Southwest passes will be accepted. Anyone attending the games will be asked to wear a mask and try to maintain a 6-foot distance between groups. The teams, they'll be seated on the south side of our gymnasium, while all fans will be seated on the north side of the Southwest Basketball Center. And whether you're joining us in person or on Bear TV, go Bears!
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life where students are determined to meet their goals. With our new and remodeled residence halls, you have the convenience of staying on campus or commuting. You can even take classes online. At Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience at a fraction of the cost of a four-year university. You belong here. Southwest Mississippi Community College classes start soon, so schedule an appointment today to get on track to a better you. Find us at www.smcc.edu.
Well, back here at the Southwest Basketball Center, First Bank Court on the campus of Southwest Mississippi Community College. 37-23 our halftime score. The LadyBears down to the ladies of Meridian Community College. Again, the Bears have been outscored in both quarters. They were outscored 15-10 in the first quarter, only to be outscored 22-13 in the second quarter. LadyBears have never led in this basketball game. The longest scoring streak for Meridian was 10. The longest scoring streak for the Bears was again at 4. Bears shot it right at 26% from the floor in the first half of this basketball game. Of course, Meridian, you want to see the big difference. Meridian shooting it right at 75% in the first half of this basketball game. I think that pretty much tells you what you need to know about the first half of this basketball game. 37-23. Don't forget, both baseball and softball over the weekend have been postponed due to rainouts. The Bears not going to make their trip to Meridian to play baseball. Coach Shade Johnson canceling their next 3 games. Their games Friday, Saturday, and also the makeup games with Holmes that were scheduled for next Tuesday have all been canceled on the softball end. The only baseball cancellation at this moment is the Saturday games, or the Friday games, I should say, for the Bear baseball team. Well, let's get ready for second half action here. 37-23 the score. The Bear men are about ready. These games are actually running pretty similar as far as halftime goes. The Bear men down 44-37. Coach Brian Bender and his Bears up in Meridian. And that clock shows about 10 seconds to play before second half action. Here at the Southwest Basketball Center, we show about 16 seconds. So these two games actually running pretty concurrently with each other here on this Thursday evening. Let's see if the Bears made their first half adjustments. They're back on the floor. The Meridian ladies, our Eagles of Meridian, are gathered around their head coach. Now everybody breaks the huddle, and we are ready, my friends, to get second half action started. 37-23, we start the third quarter. Etienne with the basketball as the possession arrow goes the way of the Bears, and there's an attempted steal by Sims as Etienne was trying to push it over to McGee, but it's out of bounds, so McGee will inbound it for the Bears. McGee inbounds it to Etienne. Etienne will bring it back across the timeline. They feed it to McGee. McGee with the basketball goes to Tangle. Tangle to Owens. Owens gives it right back to Tangle. Now it's the Bears and Miles. Miles gives it to Etienne. Etienne shot off the backboard in and good. Etienne puts the first one of the second half in and good. 37-25. Bears got to start plucking away at this lead. Meridian with the basketball. They'll bring it down. Put it in the hands of Sims. Sims back out to Waters. Waters fires a 3. That one put up no good, but the put back in and good. Waters, boy, went underneath there, got her own rebound in the putback. 39-25. Bears with the basketball. Now foul called on Meridian. It's on Mia Moore, who picks up her third foul for Meridian. So Moore will pick up her third, and the Bears will inbound it underneath their own goal. They inbound it to McGee. McGee working towards the hoop. Gets the shot and the basket. McGee got the basket, and they'll call the foul. The foul is on number 10. It's Nelson who picks up her second. Count the basket for the Bears. And McGee with a chance to make this one a three-point play for Southwest. Bears again just trying to chip away at this lead. To the free throw line. Up good. McGee makes it a three-point play. Makes it 39-28. 8:58 to play here, third quarter. Basketball belongs to Meridian. In traffic, here comes Sims. Sims down the floor to Moore. Moore lays it off the glass, good. Boy, Moore just right place underneath that goal, and Sims worked it all the way to her, put it in her hands, and Moore just puts that basketball off the glass, good. Bears working on the other end with McGee. McGee will go to Tangle. Tangle with the basketball looking for Owens. That one stolen away by Meridian. Here comes Meridian on the other end, and that one going to be tipped away by the Bears as Jade Miles got her hands on that one out of bounds. 41-28, 8:26 to play. Basketball here in the third quarter. Meridian with the ball. They want to go to the hoop with it. Shot put up, won't go. Rebound picked up this time by the Bears. Here comes Etienne. Down the floor with it. Into the lane. Now backs it back out for the Bears. Etienne bounces that one back out to Miles. Miles, top of the key with it. Wants to go over to McGee. McGee touches the basketball. Now she puts it on the floor. Shot clock down to 10. She's in the lane, bounces back out down to 6. Now she draws the triple team and somehow got it to fall. McGee drew the triple team and still got it to fall. 41-30. Meridian with the basketball. Bears bringing the pressure. Meridian gets it down. Shot put up, won't go. And they'll say last touched by Meridian. It's Bears basketball. Shot wouldn't go on the putback. They say Bear basketball. So the Bears will own it with 7:35 to play. Down 41-30 to Meridian here in the Southwest Basketball Center. Etienne charged with bringing it down for Southwest. Etienne will cross the timeline with it. Goes to Tangle. Tangle working for Southwest down in the lane. Puts her shot up. It was tipped off of her hand. She'll get her own rebound and her putback, and that's good. First one was blocked. She got it back. Second one was good. 41-32. Bears have cut it to single digits. Lead 9 now for Meridian as the basketball's in Nelson's hands. Nelson with the basketball, top of the key. Nelson hands it to Harden. Harden gives it back to her. Now it's in Sims' hands. Sims passes on the three. They want to go underneath, and a charge called on Meridian. It's on Waters, who picks up her third foul for Meridian. Well, the one thing Meridian's got to be careful on are the fouls are starting to mount up on them. Bears will make the substitution. They will get White back into the basketball game. White will give it to Etienne. Etienne gives it back to White. Now McGee goes underneath. Shot put up by McGee, won't go, but she'll be fouled. It's on Sims, who picks up her first. And Shyla McGee back to the free throw line for the Bears. She made one there earlier here in the third quarter. Clanks that one off the front of the rim, no good. McGee will have a second free throw due. Here's a second McGee free throw. That one won't go either. Owens picks up the rebound for the Bears. Owens gives it to McGee. McGee with the basketball gives it to White. White working out top of the key with it. White works it down now in front of that Southwest bench. Back out to Tangle. Tangle with the basketball back to White. Here's the three ball from White. Good. White's three ball good for the Bears. Makes it 41-35. Full court pressure for Meridian and a timeout taken by Meridian. Bears use the full court press, but the Bears, we talk about chipping away at this one. They've chipped away and made it 41-35 with 6:10 to play in this third quarter. Nice job by the Bears. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-4 run. The Bears are on a 12-4 run to start the second half. And that is what's put Southwest back in this basketball game at 41-35. Bear men, their game with second half just starting is a 44-40 game right now up in Meridian. Now the Bear men doing the same thing the women are doing, chipping away at the lead. Meridian with the basketball. They'll bring it with Nelson. Nelson will bring it across the timeline. Feeds it underneath to Waters. Waters backs it out now and gives it to Nelson. Now they want to go across the floor with it to Sims. Sims gets rid of it to Moore, and Moore puts it in. Moore put that one in. Makes it 35-43. 5:48 to play third period. Bears working it down with White. White goes to McGee. McGee down in the lane, and she traveled with it. Bears want to get Jade Miles back into this basketball game. Shyla McGee will check out for Southwest. Coach Brent Harris trying to get the right combination of women into this game. 5:33 to play third period. 43-35. Basketball belongs to Nelson. Nelson gives it back to Harden, and Harden puts a three ball in and good. Harden's three is good, makes it 46-35. Boy, Meridian's answered with 5 points of their own now to put this one back into double digits. Bears want to cut underneath with the basketball. Shot put up by Tangle won't go. Here comes Meridian on the fast break on the other end, and they'll lay it in with Sims. Sims ran the fast break on the other end and put it in. 4:53 clock running here in the third quarter. Tangle with the basketball. Tangle punches it out to Etienne. Etienne has it stolen away, and it's an easy layup for Nelson on the other end. Makes it 50-35, and suddenly, boy, after the timeout, Meridian has come back and gone on a run of their own. Basketball belongs to the Bears. Etienne goes underneath. Her shot in and good. Etienne puts that one in and good. 50-37, the lead for Meridian. Basketball in the hands of Harden. Harden top of the key with it. Goes to Nelson. Now they go down to the corner. Into the hands of Sims. Sims has it knocked away in a foul call. Fouls on Jerrion Owens, who picks up her first. That's the first against Southwest here in this third period. So now Meridian will inbound it underneath their own goal. Meridian to inbound. That one. The long distance pass out to Nelson. Nelson with the basketball. Feeds it to Harden. Harden saves that one. They punch it around, and now it's lost by Sims. Harden saved it on one end. Sims lost it on the other. Bears will get this basketball back with 3:58 showing here in the third period. They'll give it to White. White will bring it across the timeline for the Bears. 3:52 clock running here third quarter. Basketball to Miles. Miles goes to a streaking McGee, and McGee gets the basket. To a streaking McGee, she got the basket. 50-39. 3:37 to play. Bears got to play defense here late in this third period. They got it back close. They want to keep it that way. That one's stolen away by Miles. Miles gives it to Etienne, and now Etienne loses it. Miles stole it, gave it to Etienne, and then Etienne lost it back to Meridian. Basketball back in the hands of Meridian. with Sims. Sims gives it to Nelson. Nelson wants to bring that one back top of the key, give it back to Sims. Sims wants to go underneath to Mia Moore, and she'll put it in and good. Moore's got 6 points here in the third quarter, 52-39. Bears will inbound it to Carey. Carey goes to Miles. Miles to Etienne. Etienne to the hoop, in and good. Etienne gets that one in and good, 52-41 now. 2:38 to play, and now Meridian wants to use a timeout, or is it Southwest? Timeout Meridian. Meridian will use a 30-second timeout. 2:38 to play, 52-41. The Meridian lead here in the third quarter as the Bears have tried to come charging back in this basketball game. Bears had a run, Meridian had a run. Let's see what the last 2.5 minutes or so of this third quarter will bring. In Meridian, Bear men and Coach Brian Bender with 14:12 to play. It's 47-44 in favor of Meridian. So the Bear men lead down 47-44 up in Meridian tonight to the Eagles. Or Bear baseball was supposed to make that trip to Meridian. That game gets canceled due to, well, bad weather. Rain, possibly even more in the forecast over the next few coming days. Meridian will inbound it to Nelson. Nelson will feed it to Harden. Harden punches the basketball to Waters. Now Meridian tosses it around. It ends up in the hands of Harden. Harden will give it back to Nelson. Her shot put up won't go. Loose on the floor. Bears try to save it, and they touched it last. White goes diving for that one, but they'll say last touch by the Bears. So Meridian will inbound it with 3 seconds showing on the shot clock. Meridian will inbound it to Nelson. Nelson feeds it to Harden. Her shot put up won't go. Rebound, and it's out of bounds, and they'll say Bear ball. So the ball will belong to the Bears. They'll give it to White. 52-41, the Meridian lead. Bears go to Tangle. Tangle gives it up top to Miles. Miles goes to Carey with the basketball. Carey has it punched away, but White able across the court to get it. White shoots the three. That one put up won't go. Loose on the floor, picked up by Meridian. It was Mia Moore who secured that one for Meridian. Bringing the basketball down now in the hands of Nelson. Nelson punches it to Harden. Harden with the basketball, top of the key, 1.5 to play. They'll feed it down to Sims. Sims will bring it back out. Now Sims goes to Moore. Moore back to Nelson. Nelson goes to the hoop and puts it in. Nelson puts that one in, 54-41. Bears with the basketball, and a technical going to be called against Meridian. They got the Meridian coach with a technical. That'll go as a team foul against them. And Sydney Tangle going to shoot the free throws. First one for Tangle. She rolled it off the rim, no good. Tangle will shoot the second one. The technical foul called on the coaching staff of Meridian. Here comes the second one. That one good. So Tangle will make the second. They will give the Bears this basketball with Lound 54-42. The technical foul called on the Meridian coach. Tangle goes to the free throw line, makes 1 of 2. Bears get the ball. It's tipped out of the hands of White. Meridian has it. Meridian will bring this one down. They'll go to the corner to Harden. Harden wants to go underneath. Shot put in and good. Foul called. It's on 14. McGee with the foul. Sims gets the basket and a chance to make it a three-point play. That one's in and good. So Sims makes it a three-point play, 57-42. Basketball belongs to the Bears. They're down 57-42. Basketball in the hands of Tangle. Tangle top of the key with it. Tangle working for Southwest. She'll give it to Miles. Miles gives it back to Tangle. Tangle in trouble, finds McGee. McGee with it, shot clock to 8. She will go to Miles. Miles' shot put in and good. Jade Miles gets that one to fall for Southwest. 57-44, 34 seconds remain. Basketball belongs to Meridian. Meridian throwing this one around. They look in there for Sims. They find Sims now with 23 seconds. They punch it back over to Harden. Harden passes on the 3 to Moore. Moore gives it back to her. Now she shoots the 3, puts it up, no good, but the put back in and good. That time underneath by Waters. Waters puts it in and good, makes it 59-44. Put back by Etienne on the other end for the Bears, and she gets a basket, and that'll do it for the third quarter. It's 59-46, the lead for Meridian. We'll step aside for a 30-second break. Back in 30 seconds. Bear basketball right here on WAZA and Bear TV.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the berries. One thing I can't say, though, is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
Well, our score as we head into this fourth and final period, 59-46. Meridian will lead this one in a game that Meridian has never trailed in. Both teams still gathered around their coaches. Southwest and Coach Brand Harris will break their huddle. Here comes Meridian to break theirs. Both teams will break the huddle. 10 minutes to decide a winner in this one, 59-46. Meridian with the basketball. They will bring it to Harden. Harden will give it to Nelson. Nelson in traffic. Got to get rid of it, and a Bear foul called on Etienne. Got it to Etienne. She was trying to steal it away and got the foul called against her. So they will inbound it underneath. Meridian will get it into Harden. Harden looking back up for Nelson. Nelson with the basketball. Nelson puts it on the floor now to Thompson. Thompson back to Nelson. Now the Meridian going to throw this one around. Ends up in the hands of Waters. Waters gives it back to Nelson, and the shot clock expires. Boy, Meridian just lost track of the shot clock that time. They were passing it around and got lost on the shot clock, and it ends up expiring on them. Basketball will belong to Southwest. They'll bring it with White. Need to get points off turnovers here. White with the basketball for the Bears. White will go to Miles. Miles gives it to McGee. McGee working back up to White up top. Shot clock down to 9. Bears got to be careful here. Etienne gets it down to 5. Goes into traffic. Shot put up good. Etienne got the basket, 59-48. 8:55 to play. Boy, Bears trying to mount a late comeback here. Basketball with Harden. Harden hands it off. It goes underneath to Nelson. Nelson shot put up. Nelson catches the pass. They'll say it's out of bounds. Last touched by the Bears. They say it went off Etienne's knee. Hart going to check back in for Meridian now. 59-48. 8:42 to play in this basketball game. They'll inbound it to Harden. Harden down in the corner. Gets rid of it. Comes back up top to Nelson. Nelson with the basketball. Nelson Working down in the corner, now in the lane. Shot put up, won't go, but a foul called against the Bears. It's on Etienne, who picks up her second. And going to the free throw line now for Meridian will be Nelson. So Nelson will go to the free throw line for Meridian. 59-48 with Nelson to the free throw line to shoot a pair. First one for Nelson, up, and that one no good. Kind of rolled off for Nelson, no good. So now Nelson will have a second free throw coming. Here's that second free throw. It's up, and that one rolls off, no good. Meridian gets the rebound. The putback won't go either. This time, finally, the Bears clear it with McGee. McGee will give it to White. White with the basketball for the Bears. 59-48, the lead. McGee punches it back out to the Bears. Tangle, and Tangle gets a three. Three ball for Tangle, cuts it back to single digits. 59-51, the Meridian lead. 8 minutes to play. Ball's in the hands of Harden. Tangle going for the steal, gets the call for the foul. Tangle going for the foul, going for the steal there, commits the foul. So Meridian will inbound it. Bears will get Jade Miles out. And we'll get Jerion Owens back into the basketball game. Basketball belongs to Meridian with Harden. Harden will feed it to Waters. Waters back up top to Hart. Hart right back to her. Now they want to go towards the hoop. Shot put up, won't go off Thompson's hands. Bears get the rebound. Here comes White and the Bears. 7:37 to play. White with the basketball, working at the three-point line. White down into the lane, puts her shot up, has it blocked by Meridian. Tangle tries to go in and force the turnover and jump ball called. Possession arrow the way of the Bears. Nice job, Sydney. Tangle, she goes in, creates the disruption and the turnover to the Bears. They'll put 28 on the shot clock. Bears will inbound it to Owens. Owens gets a quick basket. Jerion Owens, her first basket of the game. 59-53 the score. Bears trying desperately to come back in this one. Mia Moore with the basketball, and she'll travel with it. They call the travel on Mia Moore underneath. Bears stayed home, and Mia Moore had the travel called. Bears have the basketball with White. White will bring it down for Southwest. 7 minutes showing. White goes to Tangle. Tangle with the basketball. Into the lane. Puts her shot up. It won't go. It was like Moore might have got a piece of that one as it was headed towards the hoop. 59-53. Meridian leads it. In the corner, Meridian's three ball. Put up, won't go. Gets her own rebound, though. Does Harden, and she gives it to Hart, who puts a three up. That won't go. Finally, the Bears get it with Etienne. Here comes Etienne on the other end, and she'll be fouled as she goes to the hoop. Etienne will be fouled on the other end by Meridian. Foul is on 22. Willis, who picks up her first. It's 23. Hart, who picks up her fourth. And Michaela Etienne will go to the free throw line. First one in and good. Etienne's first good, 59-54. Second free throw for Etienne coming for the Bears. That one's up good too. Etienne makes them both. 59-55 the score. McGee will check out for the Bears. Bears will get Jade Miles back into this basketball game. They'll bring it down with Hardin, will Meridian. 6:20 to play. Basketball to Hart. Hart punches it around, stolen away by Etienne. Now they'll steal it right back with Sims. Etienne stole it, Sims stole it back. Sims gives it to Hart, and Hart's going to be fouled as she goes towards the hoop. It's on Jerrion Owens, who picks up her second. So Owens will pick up her second foul. That one not a shooting foul. Bears, though, next one they give will put Meridian at the free throw line. Meridian will inbound it underneath their goal into the hands of 23 Hart. Hart goes to Moore. Moore, shot put up good. Mia Moore, her first basket of the fourth quarter. That's the first basket of the fourth quarter for Meridian. 61-55 to score. 5:44 to play. They go to Owens. Owens back out to Miles. Miles to the hoop. Shot put up, won't go. Fight for the rebound. Bears pick that up. Bears get it to Etienne. Etienne draws the double team to Owens. Owens picks it up, won't go. Bears down to 4 on the shot clock. They got to do something with, no, they reset it now. Coach Brent Harris wants timeout. The shot clock had gone down to, then they reset it to 20 because they counted the shot. But Coach Brent Harris wanted to call the timeout and talk it over. 61-55. He takes the 30-second timeout. The score from Meridian, 56-52, 6:45 to play in men's action. Here at the Southwest Basketball Center at 61-55 with 5:22 to play here in the basketball game. Boy, this Thursday night action, women's action, only the second time these women have been on the floor here at Southwest Mississippi Community College due to their first outing being canceled, the Colin trip here to the Southwest Basketball Center, and trying to mount a comeback against a Meridian team that came in 3-1 with wins over Hines, Gulf Coast, and Pearl River. Bears will ask Etienne to inbound it to Tangle. Tangle will give it to White. White with the basketball. Shot clock shows 10. White gives it to Tangle. Tangle, shot clock to 6. Goes to the hoop. It's bounced out of her hands and picked up by Meridian. Lost it on the floor. Meridian able to pick it up. Meridian will bring it back down with Hardin. Hardin with the basketball. Shot clock shows 20. They go to Hart. Hart will feed it over to Sims. They want to go underneath to Mia Moore. She will hand it over to Waters, and Waters will get a basket. 63-55. Here come the Bears back on the offensive end. Tangle with the basketball. Gives it to McGee. McGee goes to the hoop, and she'll be fouled. The foul called on Moore. That's the fourth on Moore. And going to the free throw line is Shyla McGee for the Bears. They will get Moore out of this basketball game. They will have Waters check in for her. First one up off the front of the rim, no good by McGee. McGee clanks the first one off the front of the rim. She'll have one more coming. Second one, good. McGee makes one of two from the free throw line. 63-56. The score here at the basketball center. Bears bring the pressure. Meridian able to dribble out of that to the hoop. Shot put up and it falls and a foul called. Boy, that's the worst possible time. We need the number on that one. The official got frustrated. I don't think he ever gave us the number. The official got frustrated and never gave us the number. Now he finally comes over and gives us the number. count the basket for Hart. Coach Brent Harris did not like the call. The official getting so flustered he couldn't even get the 23 off of his hands. But he finally came over to the scorer's table and gave it to us. The free throw up and good for Hart. Hart makes it a three-point play. 66-56 to lead 10. Basketball belongs to the Bears. They'll shoot the three ball with Tangle. Shot put up won't go, and a travel called on Meridian after they got the rebound. And the Bears going to get this one back underneath. So the Bears will have it underneath their own goal with 4:04 to play, down 10. They'll get it underneath to McGee. McGee, top of the key, goes to the hoop, lays it off the backboard, good. Shyla McGee lays that one off the backboard, 66-58. And we have a foul called on McGee, who will pick up her third, and Meridian will go to the free throw line. A Meridian to the free throw line. It's Sims who will shoot the free throws. 66-58 the score. First one for Meridian. Up and no good. She missed it. Sims with a second free throw due. Second free throw for Sims. Up, and that one missed too. Sims missed them both. McGee grabs the rebound for Southwest. Here come the Bears on the offensive end. Bears working it with White. White goes to McGee. McGee gives it back to White. White to the side of the hoop. Shot put up, won't go. Bears get the rebound with Owens and the foul called. It's on 32, Reed, who picks up her second. And 32, that's Jerrion Owens to the free throw line. First one up, good. Owens makes the first free throw. She makes the second one. It's a two-possession game. Second free throw up, and that one rolls off, no good. Meridian gets the rebound, 66-59, 3.5 minutes to play here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Basketball in the hands of Harden. Harden gets it across the floor into the hands of Waters. Excuse me, that's Hart. Hart gives it to Waters, and she'll put a jumper up, no good. That one stolen away by the Bears and White. White going through the hoop with it. Shot put in and good. Anaya White got the steal and the basket. 66-61. Bears have closed it to a 5-point game. Meridian with the basketball, and a travel called on Meridian. Harden called for the travel. That'll give the Bears the basketball, down 5 with 2:51 to play. Meridian will make some substitutions. They will get 20. Who is it that checks back into this basketball game? They get the number 10, Nelson, checks back in. Bears have it with White. White goes to McGee. McGee wanted to go to a streaking Etienne, and it's off the foot of a Meridian player, and now Meridian will take it over. Meridian will get it back with 2.5. Meridian with the basketball, 2.5 to play. To Nelson. Nelson flips it back to Waters. Now he goes to Hart. Hart goes to the hoop, off the side of the rim, no good, and the Bears will loan it after it goes out of bounds. Bears with the basketball, 2:16 to play. Basketball in the hands of the Bears with White. White has the basketball for Southwest. She will bring it down the floor, give it to McGee. McGee wants to go to Etienne again, and again it's knocked away. Meridian's done that twice, knocked it out of the hands of the, intercepted the pass by the Bears, and this time they go to the floor. They can't make the basket. Here comes Etienne down the floor, dribbling through traffic. She goes into the lane, wants to punch it to McGee. That one's taken away by Meridian. And now we have a foul called against Etienne. So Etienne's going to pick up her third foul. Meridian going to go back to the free throw line. Boy, Bears got the opportunities, just couldn't get the basket to fall, and now back at the free throw line is Meridian with 1:39 to play. This one up, and that one no good. First one no good. She's got one more, does Hart. Second free throw, no good. Etienne grabbed it, and she is fouled. She's fouled by 12. That's Waters, who's going to pick up her fourth. Waters going to pick up her fourth foul. One more, and the Bears would go to the free throw line, but right now it's just the inbounds. Meridian going to bring some pressure, but they'll get it to Etienne. Etienne will bring it across the timeline. 1.5 to play, 66-61 the lead. They go to Tangle. Tangle with the basketball. Had it knocked out of her hands, able to pick it back up. She'll give it to McGee. McGee to the hoop. Shot put up, won't go. Tangle the rebound for Southwest. Her three ball put in and good. Tangle's three ball falls to make it a 2-point game. Bears will use the timeout. The three ball from Tangle makes it a 2-point game. 66-64 with the Bears down by 2 and 1:11 to play. Any foul, everybody goes to the free throw line now. One timeout left for Southwest, 3 timeouts left for Meridian with 1:11 to play. The men's game is 63-59 with 3:21 to play. So, boy, a tight one up in Meridian and a tight one here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Coach Brent Harris's women have never led in this game. Meridian's got the basketball with 1:11 to play, and the Bears down 2. Meridian will inbound it to Nelson. Nelson will bring it down the floor. Nelson, met by Hart. Hart gives it to Moore. Now they flip it back out to Sims. Her 2 ball off the rim, no good. Bears have the rebound. Bears got the rebound. It was McGee clearing it. McGee brings it down the floor for the Bears. She'll go to White. White the miss at the basket. But the Bears there to get the rebound and the foul. The foul's on 40. That's Moore. That should be 5. Moore's going to foul out. So Moore's going to foul out of this contest. So going to the free throw line with 41 seconds to play is Jade Miles for the Bears. She could tie it from the line. Now Meridian will bring into this basketball game Thompson to replace Moore, who's fouled out. So Jade Miles to the Bear free throw line. First one for Miles. Good. It's a 1-point game. Second free throw for Jade Miles. Can tie it. Second one, good. Miles makes both and ties it at 66. Jade Miles will make both free throws and tie this one at 66 apiece. And Meridian going to use a timeout. Meridian will take the timeout. 66-66. The Bears have come charging back with 41.3 seconds to play and have tied it. Both teams gathered around their coaches. Remember, any foul sends either team to the free throw line. In the case of a jump ball, the possession arrow right now goes the way of Meridian. Bears come out of their huddle. Coach Brent Harris making sure they've got the exact instructions he wants from them. Meridian with the timeout will be able to bring the ball to midcourt. They will inbound it into the hands of Nelson. Nelson with the basketball. About a 10-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nelson goes to Willis. Willis in the lane. Shot blocked away from her. Bears have a chance here. Etienne with 21 seconds. Down to 20. Shot clock is turned off. Bears can play for the final shot. Bears have what they want right here. Tangle down to 10. Tangle to the hoop. Shot put up, won't go. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Here comes Meridian. Bears trying not to foul. She goes to the hoop. Shot put up, won't go. And we'll go to overtime. Bears had the look. Meridian had the look. Neither team could get it to go, and we'll head to overtime. We'll step aside for 30 seconds. Back in 30 seconds, Bear basketball on WAZA and, of course, on Bear TV.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the barriers. One thing I can't say, though, is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
Well, the Bears tie it with 41.3 seconds to play. Meridian has it stolen away. Bears come on the offensive end. They don't get the basket. Meridian then goes length of the floor. They can't get the basket as time expires, and we'll go to overtime. They'll put 5 minutes on the clock, and we'll play the overtime period here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Bear men leading with just a couple of minutes to play up in Meridian. We'll try to keep an eye on that one as well. Boy, we have had some exciting basketball here at the Southwest Basketball Center this season. They will jump it, and as we get this 5-minute overtime period started, 65-64 now. The Bears lead Meridian with 1:47 to play in men's action. The jump is controlled by Meridian. Meridian with the basketball and Hart. Hart gives it to Nelson. Nelson working with it for Meridian. She will hand it back to Hart, back to Nelson. Now they go to Harden down in the corner. Harden brings it back over to Nelson, and she'll put it in. Yolanda Nelson gets the basket in the overtime period. 68-66. The score here at the Basketball Center. White with it for Southwest. White goes underneath to Miles, and she'll be fouled. It's Thompson who picks up her third. Bears will send Jade Miles to the free throw line. Boy, she made 2 huge free throws to tie it with the 41.3 to play. Now she's got a chance to give her Bears with that free throw back to within 1. 68-67. She could tie it again from the free throw line. Could Jade Miles? Second free throw coming from Miles. That one up, and that one good too. Miles will make both free throws. 68-68, 4:22 to play. Basketball brought down in the hands of Nelson. Nelson lost it to Etienne. She's on the floor, gets it back in somehow to her teammate Sims, who put it in and good. Boy, somehow she found Sims. 70-68, Meridian back by 2. Bears have never led in this basketball game. We're in the overtime period with 3:55 to play. Tangle to the hoop, has her shot blocked. Bears will inbound it underneath their own goal. They'll inbound it with White. White will be tasked with bringing it in. White has it, the inbounds pass stolen. It was intended for McGee, but Meridian going to steal it away. Meridian stole it with Nelson. Nelson will bring it down. Nelson goes to the corner to Harden. Harden wants to fire the three. That one put up no good. McGee the rebound for the Bears. McGee the rebound for the Bears. McGee will give it to White. White will bring it down for Southwest. And we have a 10-second call against the Bears. Bears have a 10-second call against them. They had backed off. White just took her time bringing it down, and the 10-second call got called. Boy, talk about a boo-boo by the Bears right there. 3:18 to play. They give the ball back to Meridian. 3:14 to play. Meridian back on the offensive end with Thompson. Thompson goes to Nelson. Back across the floor to Hart. Her shot put up won't go. Miles the rebound to Etienne. Here comes Etienne and the Bears. Etienne draws the double team, goes to McGee, and a foul going to be called as it was going back to Etienne. And the foul going to be called on number 10, Nelson. Nelson will foul, and Etienne will go to the free throw line. Meridian just made a shot against the Bear men, 66-65. They got 10 seconds to play. Bears do have the ball down one, though. Etienne will shoot a pair. First one, good. Makes it 70-69. Etienne will have a second free throw for the Bears. Here's the second. That one good, too. Etienne will make them both. 70-70, 2:53 to play here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Nelson will bring this one down. Nelson will put it to Cowan. They'll pass it over to Harden. Harden with the basketball. They'll set the pick for Harden, and the foul going to be called on the Bears. Well, they set it, and White got tangled up in there. Now Meridian will go to the free throw line. Harden will go to the free throw line. So Harden to the free throw line with 2:38 to play. First one up, good. Harden going to make the first. Makes it a 71-70 game. Harden with a second free throw coming. Her second free throw is no good. Harden, the ball bounced in the air and came right back to her. Meridian 71-70 with the basketball, 2.5 to play. Bears have to play good defense here. Meridian has just beaten the Bear men 67-65. That's the final in Meridian. That one knocked out of bounds. They'll say it stays with Meridian with 3 seconds to play. So 3 seconds left on the shot clock for Meridian. They'll inbound it. Meridian inbounds it with 3, 2, and they'll get the 3 ball off. It's no good. It's a shot clock violation. It did not touch the rim. So the Bears will get this basketball back. So the Bears get it back with 2:15 to play. White will bring it length of the floor for Southwest, down 71-70. Boy, she'll give it to Etienne down in the corner. Etienne gives it to Miles. Miles to McGee, top with it. Back to White with it now. Shot clock to 10 with her. She'll go to Tangle. Tangle shows 7 on the shot clock. And now a timeout called by Coach Brent Harris. Well, he knew the shot clock was going to expire on him that time, and he used the timeout from his bench. So Coach Brent Harris takes timeout from his bench. 71-70 the score. As we talked about just a moment ago, the Bear men have lost a 67-65 decision up in Meridian. Meridian was down 1, got a basket with 10 seconds to play to take a 1-point lead. The Bears fouled. Meridian made 1 of 2 from the free throw line, and the Bears missed the Hail Mary shot. So Coach Brian Bender and his Bears lose 67-65. here inside the Southwest Basketball Center. It's 71-70 Meridian. Bears will own it after the timeout with only 4 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Etienne gets it to Miles. Miles tries to give it back to Etienne, and Meridian going to take this one away. Meridian will take it away with Sims. 1:37 to play. Sims with the basketball. She will hand it to Nelson. Nelson comes back to the top with it. Nelson goes to Hart. Hart wants to go underneath the Waters. Now they bounce it out for a 3-ball. Put up, won't go. Bears had it. Meridian got it back. Meridian got that one back. It was Nelson who went underneath and able to get it. Bears had their paws on it, but Nelson secured it. Nelson running around down the 4 on that shot clock. Now they'll go to the hoop. Had it stolen away from them. Here come the Bears with Etienne on the other end. She'll put a shot up. It won't go, but she will be fouled. Boy, you wish you could have got the basket and the foul there. That's Nelson. That's her 4th. Bears will send Etienne to the free throw line. So Etienne to the line to shoot a pair. Etienne's made a pair already here in the overtime period. First one up, good. That ties it at 71 with 55.6 to play. Etienne's got one more from the free throw line. It's up and it rolls off, no good. Bears had it. Can they keep it? They do. Bears got the rebound into Etienne's hands. 15 showing on the shot clock. Etienne to the hoop. Shot is blocked. Etienne's shot was blocked and Meridian has it. Meridian back with the basketball. 37 seconds to play. Can't play for the final shot, but they can bleed it down to about 15. Let's see what they do. Meridian throwing it around. It's in the hands of Harden. Harden goes to Sims. Here's the 3-ball. Put up. Won't go. Bears with it. 20 seconds for the Bears. Here comes Etienne. Has it knocked out of her hands, and last touch they say by the Bears. And Meridian will take timeout. 15.9 and Meridian going to take time now. Boy, I tell you, Bears had the look with Etienne. She decided to take her chances going straight to the hoop. Went to the hoop instead of slowing it down. Shot was knocked away from her as she went to the basket. And they say last touch by the Bears. So Meridian will own the basketball with 15.9 with the timeout. Meridian, of course, can advance it to midcourt. 71-71 here at the Southwest Basketball Center. The Bears have come charging back in this game. They tied it with 41.3 seconds. Now the officials coming over to the clock operator. The clock operator had a question. Now they're going to bring the officials together. Now they're going to the Meridian coach and going to explain the situation to them. And now everybody seems to be on the same page. 15.9 to play. Inbounds it to Nelson. Down to 11, down to 10. They're going to play for the final shot. Underneath to Cowan. Her shot put up won't go. And timeout taken by Coach Bryn Harris. 4.4 seconds and Coach Bryn Harris gets the timeout. The Meridian Eagles had the look. Their shot fell no good. Coach Brent Harris from the Bear bench used the timeout, his final one. And with 4.4 seconds remaining, will come out of the timeout. Bears will have the basketball. They can inbound it in front of the Bear bench on their end of the floor. All right, let's see if the Bears and this floor has got some magic to strike twice in it. The Bear men were able to do it with just about this much time on the court here at the basketball center on Monday night. Let's see if this floor can give a little magic to the Bear women here and they can slip out of here in an overtime victory. Never leading in the basketball game to go to 71-71 with 4.4 seconds remaining in the overtime period here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Bears will ask Etienne to inbound it. She will inbound it. Bears go to Tangle. Tangle shot off the rim, no good. Tangle's shot was up and no good. Bears had the look, couldn't get the basket to fall. And we're going to play double overtime at 71-71, and we'll step aside for a 30-second break. Back in 30 seconds, Bear basketball is on WAZA. You're watching Bear basketball on Bear TV. The score 71-71. Bears had the look but couldn't get it. It went off the rim, off Tangle's fingertips and wouldn't fall. We go to double overtime now, 71-71. Bears will get a timeout to play with. Meridian still showing 3 on the scoreboard for them. So they will jump it here in the double overtime period. Double overtime, and it's controlled by Meridian. Meridian will have the basketball in the hands of Harden. Harden will go to Nelson. They'll flip it around and back into the hands of Sims. Sims jumper put up, no good. Bears get the rebound and the jump ball as Nelson comes in and forces it after she got it. The possession arrow the way of Southwest, so they will keep it. But it does flip the possession arrow. 71-71. Here comes White. Bears have White top of the key with it. White goes to Etienne. Etienne wants to flip it back out to Miles, and it's off her fingertips out of bounds. Kind of brought that past to her right, and she couldn't get over there to it off her fingertips. 4:23 to play now. 71-71 here in the double overtime period. Basketball belongs to Nelson. Nelson goes to Thompson. Now it's over to Harden. Harden towards the hoop. She lost it. It's last touched by the Bears with 14 showing. Now the officials will talk it over. They haven't indicated yet which way they're going to send the basketball. Now they're going to ask a third official to come over and give his take on it. They're trying to decide who last touched this basketball, if it stays with Meridian or if it goes to the Bears. They're going to use the jump ball and say it goes to Meridian. So they will use the jump ball and give it to Meridian. They'll reset the shot clock to 20. Now Meridian will inbound it. They will go to the hoop with Nelson. Shot put up, won't go. Owens gets it for the Bears, and Etienne had it and lost it. Owens cleared the rebound, threw it to Etienne, and it's off her fingertips. That gives it right back to Meridian with 4:02 to play. Boy, Meridian getting all kind of chances here in the double overtime period. Nelson with the basketball. Nelson goes to Harden. They'll bring it back over to Sims. And she'll be fouled by Etienne. Didn't need that. That's going to be her fourth.
Southwest foul on number 1, Michaela Etienne, her fourth.
Etienne will pick up her fourth. And Sydney Sims will go to the free throw line in a 71-all basketball game. First free throw for Sims due momentarily. First one up, good. Sims makes the first. Makes it 72-71. Second free throw now. That one up, and that one rolls in. She'll make both free throws. 73-71. 3:44 to play here in the double overtime period. Tangle feeds it to Owens. Owens, top of the key. She's got to do something with that basketball. She'll give it to Tangle. Tangle, top of the key with it. She'll put it on the floor. Goes down to White. White dribbles through traffic, back to Tangle. 7 on the shot clock. Tangle wants to put a 3-ball up. That's no good. Bears get the rebound to McGee. McGee gives it to White. Bears get the fresh 20 on the shot clock. White goes down underneath to Owens. That one last touch by Meridian. Nope, last touch by the Bears. Boy. The official misses the last one, uses the jump ball, but he saw that one. So Meridian going to get it. They missed the last one and gave it to Meridian on the jump ball. They don't miss it this time and give it to Meridian again. All kind of chances for the Eagles here in the double overtime period. 73-71. Basketball belongs to the Harden. Harden shoots it, no good. Rebound picked up by Meridian. Meridian gets another chance with Harden. 2:47 clock running here in the overtime period. Bears with the defense trying to stay as tight as they can. The 3-ball off the rim, no good. Cleared it by Miles. Miles clears the rebound to Tangle. Here comes Sydney Tangle down the floor for the Bears. She will give it to White. White with the basketball. Bears down 2:25 to play. They'll go to McGee. McGee with it for Southwest. Back to Tangle. Tangle's 3-ball up, no good, and she's fouled. Tangle gonna be fouled by Harden. Tangle will go to the free throw line to shoot 3. Bears are down 2. Tangle fouled shooting the 3-ball. First one up for Tangle. That one off the front of the rim, no good. 2 more for Sydney Tangle. Second one is up and good. So Tangle makes the second one. Here comes the third. Tangle a chance to tie it once again here at the free throw line. Up, and that one no good. Who's got it? Right for the rebound is Meridian. 73-72. Sydney Tangle makes 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Meridian by 1, 2:04 to play. Meridian working on their end with the basketball. Lost it, charge, and a foul, offensive foul called. It's on number 1, that's Harden. The offensive foul called on Harden. Bears will make a substitution. They will get Etienne back in for Owens with 1:58 to play. Boy, at some point, Bears have made all their baskets at the free throw line in both the overtime and double overtime period. Bears need a basket. White, that one gets in. Anaya White got that one to fall. Bears by 1, 74-73. Basketball in Nelson's hands with 1.5 to play. Nelson working on the side to Harden. Harden gives it to Thompson. Thompson goes back to Nelson with it. They want to go underneath, spin move put on by Waters, and she'll get the basket. 75-74. The lead one now for Meridian. 1:12 to play. Bears give it to McGee. McGee goes to Etienne. Etienne back to McGee. 3-ball put up, won't go. McGee had her own rebound, and the Bears able to save it. 3-ball from Etienne won't go. Couple of looks at a threes by the Bears. Neither one would fall. Neither three falls for the Bears. It's 75-74. 46 seconds remain. And Meridian with the basketball. They shoot a 3-ball. That one misses. Basketball cleared by the Bears. Bears clear it to White. 31 seconds to play. Bears with the basketball, down one. White goes to Tangle. Tangle with the basketball, dribbles down in the lane, gets it back to Etienne. Her 3-ball put up won't go. Etienne's 3 wouldn't go. 14.2, and the Bears have to foul. Or is it timeout Meridian? Meridian uses a timeout, and that's what it is. Meridian used a timeout with 14.2 seconds. Meridian up 1 with 14.2 seconds to play in the double overtime period. What a basketball game here at the Basketball Center. Boy, the Bears, when you think about the fact they were down 37-23 at the half, and they were outscored 22-13 in that second period. Bears come charging all the way back, tie it at 66 with 41.3 seconds to play, and then don't get a basket in the overtime period. All their shots come from the free throw line, and it's down 1 with 14.2 to play. Meridian to inbound it. Now the officials want to talk over about where the ball should be brought in. Bears will have to play defense with 14.2. Meridian able to get it. They go down the floor. They dribble around. They want to force the Bears to foul them, and they do. It's Jade Miles who commits the foul. Meridian had decided they were going to force the Bears to foul them. Bears do foul them, and now Sims will go to the free throw line. The lead is 1 for Meridian with 8.8 to play. Here's the first free throw. Misses it. Let's see what they do with the second. Bears do have 1 timeout to play with. Second free throw up, and that one's good. Makes it 76-74. Bears down 2 with the basketball. 8.8 seconds to play. Let's step aside for a 30-second break. Back in 30 seconds. Bear basketball on W.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the berries. One thing I can't say, though, is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
The Bears will inbound it in front of their bench with 8.8 seconds to play here at the Southwest Basketball Center. Etienne will be asked to inbound it for Southwest. She will get it into The Bears tangle, and she'll be fouled.
Meridian foul on number 1, Hardy.
It's Hardy
Her third.
who's fouled. The lead to 76-74.
Number 23, Sydney Tangle.
76-74 the game. The lead 2. And now Tangle will go to the free throw line here in the double overtime period. 5.8. Boy, the Bears could need these from the free throw line here. Tangle needs the first for sure. Tangle will dribble it, put it up. Good. Makes it 76-75. Tangle will have one more. She can tie it with 5.8 to play. Second free throw, good. Tangle makes them both. 76-76. 5.8 seconds to play, and Meridian going to use a timeout so they can possess it to midcourt. Oh, I tell you, back and forth we go here at the Southwest Basketball Center. 5.8 seconds to play. 76-76. Understand we got, people tuning in from everywhere, including our former Bear TV guy, Case Johnston, who's tuning into this one over in Texas. I guess he's in Texas tonight, but tuning in on Bear TV. We appreciate him watching. And, of course, like I said, just not the same without Case running around with the cameras here in the 2021 basketball season. 5.8 to play here. Men lost their game 67-65. The Bear women tied 76-76 with 5.8 seconds to play in this basketball game. Meridian will inbound it at midcourt with 5.8. Let's see how the Bears want to play this one defensively, and likewise how Meridian wants to play it offensively. Meridian will get it in to Sims. Sims gets the jump ball look. She got it to fall. Sims got the basket to fall, and the Bears are going to lose this one 78-76 in double overtime, with Sims getting the look she needed there, and that's how this one will end. What a basketball game. 78-76. Bears will lose it by 2 in double overtime here at the Southwest Basketball Center. We'll return after a 2-minute break. Run the numbers on this one for you. Back in 2 minutes with the numbers. You're listening to Bear Basketball on WAZA. You're watching Bear Basketball this evening on Bear TV.
Now is your time to be a part of an amazing class of students. There's so much going on here at Southwest, you won't want to miss out. We have scholarships available for music ensembles, cheer, and athletic teams. You can be a part of our active and vibrant campus life, where students are determined to meet their goals. With our new and remodeled residence halls, you have the convenience of staying on campus or commuting. You can even take classes online. At Southwest, you can get an authentic college experience at a fraction of the cost of a four-year university. You belong here. Southwest Mississippi Community College classes start soon, so schedule an appointment today to get on track to a better you. Find us at www.smcc.edu.
This 2021 basketball season for all home games at Southwest Mississippi Community College, here's our attendance policy. The home team will receive 40 tickets. Visiting teams will be allowed 15 tickets. There's also 30 tickets available for Southwest students on a first-come, first-served basis. Those are available at the Sports Information Office. There are 20 tickets that will be available for the general public. Those will be sold at the campus bookstore for $10 a piece. The Southwest Cheer Squad will receive 10 tickets. There will be no pep band or halftime performances, and all MACC, MHSAA, MAIS, and Southwest passes will be accepted. Anyone attending the games will be asked to wear a mask and try to maintain a 6-foot distance between groups. The teams, they'll be seated on the south side of our gymnasium, while all fans will be seated on the north side of the Southwest Basketball Center. And whether you're joining us in person or on Bear TV, go Bears!
I don't think that's right. Oh, well. Well, the final score here at the Southwest Basketball Center is 78-76 in double overtime. The Bears will lose this one. Bears tied this basketball game with 41.3 seconds to play. The Bears tied it at 66. It was that second half that the Bears come climbing back. You look at the scoring by the quarters. The Bears were outscored 15-10 in that first period by Meridian. They were outscored 22-13 in the second period. But then the Bears win both the third and fourth periods. They take that third period 23-22. They take the fourth period 20-7. And it was in double overtime in the overtime periods that Meridian would outscore Southwest 12-10 to win this one by 2. Let's look at the scoring for the Bears. Leading scorer for the Bears is Sydney Tangle with her 19 points tonight for Southwest. Etienne had 17 for the Bears. White with 12. McGee with 15. Carey with 2. Jade Miles with 8. Jerryon Owens with 3. That's how the Bears get their 76 points. Bears go shooting the basketball 23 of 53. That's right at 43% shooting the basketball for the Bears. They shot 54% in the of their 2-pointers and 25% from the 3 line. That's 5 of 20 from the 3-point line for Southwest. Let's look at the numbers for Meridian. Leading scorer for Meridian with 24 was Sims. She had 12 in the first half. She ends the night with 24 points. You look at the scoring for Meridian, Harden with 12. We mentioned Sims with 24, Thompson with 2, Nelson with 11, Waters with 12, Cowan with 2, Hart with 5, Reed with 2, and Moore with 8 in the basketball game for Meridian. They go 32 of 49, right at 65%. Shooting the basketball for Meridian from the 2, they go right at 84%. That's 84% shooting the basketball. They go right at 29% shooting the 3 ball. That's the numbers in this basketball game. We'll bring assistant coach Dr. Britta Stevens in to talk about this one. And let's start with the positives first. First half, you get down big. You got to think the girls come back, win that fourth quarter 20-7. But it was the opening moments of the third quarter, I thought, when Southwest thought, hey, we can get back in this basketball game.
Yeah, sometimes you have to go in and have a tough halftime talk, and we had a tough halftime talk. That's not necessarily the way we coach, but we needed that tonight. We needed to be challenged to come out, and I think our effort in the second half, I think if our effort from the second half would have carried on the whole game, would have started from the tip, we would have won the game by 10 points. That is a very good team. It's a very good Meridian team, but our first half effort was not what we are.
I was going to say Meridian, what leads it at halftime, like they lead 15-10, and then they lead it at halftime. What was it, 37-23? Yeah, if you play like you played in the second half and the first half, you're not down by that big number.
Definitely not. I think in the first half they played a lot of pressure defense. We were a little scrambled. I think we were dribbling the ball way too much. I kept saying we got to do something to stop dribbling the ball too much. I felt like we turned it over a lot. Didn't have a lot of assists. Just a lot of dribbling. I felt like we were forcing plays. I got to get to the rim, got to score, instead of letting the game come to us. And I felt like it was the complete opposite in the second half. We let it come to us. Plays happened. How many opportunities did we have to win the game? And you can't ask for a better effort, a better fight than what our kids gave, but we had so many chances to win the game. We missed so many layups. We missed some free throws, but those are all things that we can work on. And this is really hard for me as a coach because, at this point in the season, I'm used to being 10, 12 games in. This is our 4th game.
I was going to say you've only played 4.
Yeah.
Well, 3 before tonight.
So we're playing like a team who has played 4 games. So it is a little different season because we've only played 4 games. And what we've got to do is just continue to build on what we did tonight and get better.
And, of course, in that first overtime period, the Bears don't make a basket at all. Everything came from the free throw line in that first overtime period. Like you said, had the looks, just nothing would fall for the Bears in that first overtime period. Second overtime period, just about the same. You only get 1 basket in that second overtime period.
Yeah, I did not know that. I didn't know that everything came from the free throw line. I thought in the overtime period we did shoot free throws really well. But, in overtime, again, I thought we had a lot of opportunities. I thought we got several steals, and then we dropped it or we kicked it or we threw it out of bounds, And I think a lot of that was fatigue. Again, this is a team who's played 4 games. We've been back, but playing and practicing are 2 different things. I thought the speed of the game, especially early, bothered us. They were running it down our throats, and we weren't getting back as quickly as I'd like for us to. But, I think if we can take the effort that we had the second half, and if we can take that response and move it into the next game, we're going to get better and we're going to be where we need to be.
Speaking of the next game, after you lose one like this on your home floor, what do you talk to the girls about losing a heartbreaker like this one?
Yeah, they don't want to talk to us right now. They're a little bit in their feelings, and they should be. That's not a game that we should have lost because I don't feel like our effort was there the first half. That is a very good Meridian team, but it's a quick turnaround too. And we've talked about how good we've been on our home court, and losing one on your home court hurts because now we've got to go on the road and win an extra one. If you can win all of them at home, it makes it much easier. So now we've got to go to Pearl River, who is a really good team, and try to win the game.
Absolutely. So you got to put this one behind you, focus on Pearl River, and, of course, you got some makeup games coming. So you've also, in a situation, got a back end of your schedule that's going to be a lot busier than the front end of your schedule was, too. So keeping the girls in shape's got to be very important, too, doesn't it?
Yeah, we've got a lot of games ahead of us. We had to cancel our first 2 games because of COVID issues, so we're trying to figure out makeup dates and those things. I think the other thing on the back end of our schedule, we've got a lot of home games. Our back end of our schedule is home game heavy, so I like that. I like that idea, but we're not going to be able to do it just winning at home. We're going to have to go on the road and beat some people, and you know how tough this league is. I mean, it's a tough league. Everybody can beat somebody every night, so.
Well, kind of back up just a moment. We haven't talked to you. You did go down to Gulf Coast and get a victory back on Monday night, so you did get one on the road down there. Yeah,
that's probably the best victory we've gotten in Gulf Coast in my career here. That always seems to be a really difficult place for us to play. We played really well. The first half, again, it was nip and tuck. We didn't guard real great. In the second half, we came out, we changed defenses, and we did a much better job. For me, guarding the ball and guarding is something we've got to improve on. I don't know how great we are at that. We're getting better. Blocking out was something we talked about at Jones. It was just atrocious, and we have gotten better at that, but we still got a long way to go.
Well, you move on to Pearl River now. Pearl River up next for the LadyBears. You got to put this one behind you quick, don't you?
We do. I do think tomorrow is going to be a lot of film. I think we've got a lot of mistakes to learn from, a lot of things that we can get better at, but we've got to flip the page and get to Pearl River on Monday.
So Pearl River on Monday. Dr. Britta Stevens, thanks so much for your thoughts on the basketball game.
Thank you.
Well, we lose this one 78-76. Back to wrap it up after a 30-second break. Back in 30 seconds to wrap it up. You're listening to Bear Basketball.
I can say I've done a lot of things in my life. I've flown with the Eagles, rolled with the Cowboys, I've barreled through the berries. One thing I can't say, though, is that I did it alone. People ask me what makes a legend. I always say it's about being a part of something bigger. It's never just me. It's always one for all. Whatever comes your way, do it together.
Well, the LadyBears with the loss are going to drop to 2-2 on the year with wins over Hines and Gulf Coast, losses to Jones and now Meridian here at home. The Bear men also lost tonight. They will go to, they will go to 5-2 on the year as Meridian takes both from the Bears tonight, with the Bears losing here at home in women's action and in men's action down up in Meridian, I should say, earlier this, that game, of course, earlier this evening. Well, final score 78-76. Next up is Pearl River. It's men's action Monday night here at the Southwest Basketball Center. We'll have that one for you. 6 o'clock tip here at the Southwest Basketball Center. We'll join you for that on Monday night. And, of course, don't forget both softball and baseball for the weekend rained out. And we hope everybody will stay, of course, weather aware and safe over the next few days. And hopefully we'll join you back here Monday at the Southwest Basketball Center. Thanks for joining us. 78-76 the final. We'll see you again Monday night here on the court. You've been listening to Southwest Bear Basketball on WAZA. Been watching Southwest Bear Basketball on Bear TV. Have a great night, everybody.